Hey, good morning, friends. Hold on. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Do Sports Report. Without you guys, you know this don't work without you guys. You see, sun ain't up yet. I've been up for about an hour now in here because I've got to cook shrimp and grits for 15 people. I'm blessed because I get to work with a lot of great players and things. My buddy Demario Davis is coming up doing work with the United Way, as well as 5 other NFL players, and doing meetings and stuff, doing some film work and things. So actually, I'm cooking lunch for them. So we got them a nice salad. We got shrimp and grits. We got some bread and everything else, and it'll be a great day. So today is going to be a big day, not just because I'm working with some NFL players, but because today is the day that the players are going to have round 2 of their conference calls with the players. See, you've got 2 camps out there. You got veterans that look at this deal and say, you know what, you guys can do better, NFL. You guys can do better, without us players. You guys don't have all that money. The owners on the other side, I think they've got some fat that they can give up on the negotiations there because they want to get that 17-game season done. So somewhere in the middle, they're going to meet hopefully and get it done. The owners want to get this done sooner than later because they want to renegotiate the television contract right now before the president's election. The presidential election is going to end up stealing some of the thunder on the NFL season because you have the debates and election and stuff like that. So they want to make sure that when they negotiate, that they are from a position of power. Our revenue is going to go up because we got another game for the season, and our viewership went up before we even went to 17 games. So give us that money. And if it's done by Thursday, then it will be only one tag. So it is very crucial for us as Cowboy fans on what happens on that, because we got Dak Prescott, who they say they don't want to use the tag on, which means if we are to believe what Stephen Jones says, and usually what Stephen Jones says is usually about point blank on, that they don't want to use the tag on Dak Prescott. They want to get this deal done. They will only tag him as a last resort. Now, they also said basically they've talked with Amari Cooper's agent during the Super Bowl, and they're deeming him important to go ahead and focus on keeping together. Now, with all that being said, Byron Jones, it sounded like, it was the big, breakup here. Sorry, Byron. It's a great run. And once you say great run, then it's over, okay? Because that means the race is done. And it just sounded kind of like, it's not you, bro, it's me, You're a great person. You're going to have a great life. You'll find another team for you. So we are going to have a lot of holes. Now, the good thing for us is we got the number 17 pick, which means that all those picks come up further. But with us having the 26 free agents, especially on the defensive side, our offense, I think this is the way they're looking, is our offense was really good. Contrary to what a lot of you guys say, our offense was our strength. And when you look at it, if you can keep Amari, I think Randall Cobb comes back. The only thing that you look at and say is tight end. If we can upgrade a tight end, my wide receivers are fine. Zeke Elliott's in camp, working out. He'll be fine. My offensive line, we need to get Connor Williams healthy, or get Connor McGovern in there at guard. Lyle Collins played and should have been a Pro Bowler. So you look and say, my offensive line is okay. There's not a whole lot more places on that offense that you can really improve. So I'm good right there. The defense, on the other hand, we got to decide if we're going to keep Robert Quinn. And right now, we haven't heard anything about Robert Quinn. Robert Quinn is going to command quite a bit of money. He had his best season since 2013 in 7 years. 59 pressures, 11 sacks. I mean, he did outstanding work for the Dallas Cowboys. But you can't sign everybody. So do you sign him to about a $15 million or a couple year deal, or do you go ahead and go in free agency? I don't have the answer for that. But we're clearly going to need help on the defensive line. Antoine Woods will probably get that, restricted tender. They can offer him anything, and he can either play under that or just not play at all. Nobody else will be able to bid as long as they offer him a contract. So you look at keeping him. Now, you've got those picks. You've got quite a few picks. In my mind, people are talking about, well, we should trade up. No. Okay, listen. Here's the problem. You might go ahead and get a great player. You might get one great player. But if you can get two really good ones for what it costs for that one really good player, you're better off. Because, see, we have defensive line. We need a dog. We need an absolute positive beast in the middle. If we don't get that guy, we're going to have more problems next year. We need an absolute beast in the middle. If you're letting Byron Jones go, which it sounds like you're going to be looking at cornerbacks as well. So now you got that issue that you got to deal with. Okay? You got cornerback that you need help with. You got Antoine Woods, and you have Jeff Heath. Jeff Heath, I got that. Jeff Heath, we always try and kill him, but quite honestly, that guy has actually played better than most of the other guys we've had playing safety. So you can't really look at him and say, we've got to replace him. Maybe, he is a free agent, but you want to be able to upgrade from where you are currently. We need to get a lights out, knock him the F out, get me the ball safety. Now, the thing about the draft is so fluid. You cannot figure out how it's going to go. You can do all the mock drafts. That's one of the things I don't like doing because it's like, it doesn't really matter. I can do a mock draft, but if I get 25% right of it, I'm above the curve. And all these talking heads, they do 50 mock drafts. They've already done several mock drafts. So why does it even matter? If I'm going to do 50 mock drafts, I guess I can turn around and say, well, see, I told you such and such was going to go here. Well, you also said he was going to go there and there and there and there and there. Let me show you what I got here. Okay, so we got our cheesy grits. We actually have our base, because we're not eating until 12 o'clock. I'll actually put them in crock pots, keep it warm, put the shrimp in and the sausage, so that way it'll be fresh. It'll be fresh. Because you don't want to have rubbery shrimp. So here in my mind is my thing. The only way, if I'm the Cowboys, I move up, is if the draft is going well. Okay, I'm one of those guys that look and say, unless you're absolutely positively sure on that first round pick, sometimes it's good to go ahead and move back a couple of spaces and really get the guy that you want. Sometimes we get lucky with that. We did with Zach Martin. But I'm okay staying right there at 17 and trying to get the best defensive lineman, middle guy that's out there. And there should be some good ones at 17, because you look at probably 3, maybe 4 quarterbacks going probably before us. You look at the wide receivers probably going, offensive tackles and of course, edge rushers. So you should be able to get a good guy there. Now, where I would say if there's an opportunity is maybe you take the second and third round and you move up, because you could probably move up to 33, 34. And if there's a guy that you look at and say, that guy is a lights out safety, and make sure, and once you make sure you understand this too. Safety, people say, oh, let's grab a safety first. No, listen. Juan Thornhill was available for us at 58 last year. At 58, we could have had any choice of the safeties that we wanted. But we decided, let's get Tristan Hill because we looked at it and said we need defensive line. So, Byron Jones has said that they're going to be active in free agency. That's going to be interesting. That there may be a player in free agency which is going kind of against their curve. They're usually, forget the first week, maybe not the second week, but by the third week, we're going to start looking and seeing what's left in free agency. They haven't been that big player where we're going to get a knockout guy early on. We'll have to wait and see how that works out, and if they in fact do that or not. Ooh, look at my cheesy grits. Cheesy. It's a little more salt. All right. So we'll see what happens today. NFLPA. We'll see how the CBA goes. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, I gotta get salad made, and then I gotta get this face looking a little prettier and cleaned up before I get ready to get out of here. And I'll see you guys soon.